What is going on, guys? It's your boy Sister here. Bring us in a Photoshop tutorial. It's not Photoshop, actually. It's Illustrator. What am I talking about? But bring guys a cool little Illustrator tutorial here today. I haven't yet to give you guys a cool little logo or update some cool tips and tricks for logo designing. It's about like 4 months. Probably been like about 4 months. That's a lot. It's pretty a long time. So I want to show you guys what I've been up to. Have been thinking of like creating logos. The process a little bit it has changed a little bit. It's just overall helping me so much. This new tool that I figured out, the Whiff tool in Illustrator, you probably used it already. But for what I'm going to use it for in this video, it's going to be pretty gosh darn awesome. If you guys never heard of the tool either, you guys will be thankful that I even made this video overall. But, you know, I already have some simple sketches on this piece of paper, so I didn't really want to sketch or whatever in the video. It's just like, I just took some sketches, a random sketch I found in my notebook, and I saw some, you know, a cool little shape that I wanted to use, maybe for like a V or an M concept or whatever, like right here, or something like this for like an R or whatever. I'm going to take these cool little shapes here, and I'm going to give it more character, make it more unique. And I think this is what the video is going to be about. It's like helping you guys, you know, take these concepts or these base concepts that you have in your notebook, or you have this idea in your notebook, and you just don't know what else to do, but you have the base of it. You know, you have like the simple line on how to start it. This will definitely help you guys. I really know it will help you guys. It's been helping me a lot, and it's been helping me get out of my comfort zone, which is the regular old boxy logos. I love giving more of like a unique style to the logo designing. I've made one of my best logos with this method. So overall, thank you guys so much for all the support. I just want to make sure you guys, like, I don't know if I said this enough, but I really want you guys to know that I'm very grateful for whatever you guys have been doing for me, whatever you purchased my packs, giving me likes. I have been enjoying, you know, the stuff I've been posting on Twitter lately. Like, I'm trying to build my portfolio on the SysWHQ.com, you know, my site and such. I really want to say thank you guys so much. I don't say it enough, I don't think, and I really want you guys to know that I'm very grateful, and I know that this whole entire experience is gonna be like, it's gonna be with me forever. You know, wishy mushy, whatever. But just thank you guys so much. And the pattern stock backing pack has been doing incredible, and I know you guys, if you guys don't know about it yet, I don't know if I did talk about last video, but it's a great product. It's my newest self-fi product, and it's just basically taking the pattern, you know, setting in Photoshop and really helping you guys with backings, creating some really nice backings, some really just overall a very good template to start something off, and it's been doing extremely amazing. And I have a video on on the self-fi page. You can just click on it, you can watch it. It's for $5, and I think it's very freaking cool. One of my best concepts I came out so far for a product, so I wish you guys to check that out in the description down below, and, you know, do whatever with it. But right now, logo designing, we're going to take this into, like, we're going to start off right now, actually. We'll just go ahead and make a new layer, and what we're going to do to set this off, we're going to be using basically the pen tool and the width tool. Like, this is right here, the Shift W is the width tool shortcut right here, which is like right here, here it is. And so pretty much we're going to start off with the pen tool, which is pressing P on your keyboard for the shortcut for the pen tool, same shortcut in Photoshop. And pretty much to get this started, if you didn't know already, there's a fill and there's a stroke fill. So you want to make sure you would take away the fill, which is the first one, the top one. You want to make sure this is on none, and you want to make sure the back one, which is the kind of like the little square on the inside, and it's on a color. You can choose black, which is pretty fine. Just double click on it, choose black. Now, by the way, what I'm going to be doing here today is going to be very easy for people who like don't know anything about logo design and really like make something pretty much cool if you have some kind of cool shape to work with. Like I said, I'm going to be working with this V, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to click. I'm going to trace this V really quickly, just like so, boom, do, something like that, right? So that's what something looks like, whatever. We're just going to, this is all going to be like thinking. We're just going to be I'm going to show you guys some cool methods of way you can think when you're making this logo design, or you're just making this shape that you had come to more of like a life and make it more unique. So, the width tool, by the way, is only used with strokes. So this is this little stroke, this stroke fill. It can only be used with the stroke fill. If you try to use it with a rectangle that had a regular, just, you know, a non-stroke fill in, and you try to use the Shift W width tool here, you will not be able to do anything with fill. You can only do it with stroke. So I'll show you guys right now. I'm gonna actually make this stroke, of course, a lot more. So I'll put it on 50 for now, or 520. No, put it on 100. We're gonna make this bigger though. We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna press A, the direct selection tool, click and drag, hold Control and Shift, and then pretty much we're just gonna make this bigger, and we have something to start off with right here, right now. We'll make this a little more smaller, fit in the middle, and we're pretty much ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make this a little bit more, 150 or so. That's pretty good. All right, cool. So the Shift builder tool, the width tool, excuse me. right here, Shift W, we're going to just say, we're going to go for something, right? We just have this regular old, like, line shape, this V concept. So I'm going to be calling it just for now because it looks like more of like a V. I'm going to just put some things in it where I think it would need to be wider, curves, whatever. Right away, you can always say to yourself, do I want to have, like, pointy edges or do I want to have curved edges? Illustrator makes it very, very easy for you to take your path of your, your stroke here and just change the caps. You can make it round cap just like so. Your ends will be nice and curved, and also your corners, which are like these right here, can also be curved too if you click on the middle as well. So right away, you can already get your nice little setting like, hey, this is what I'm doing right now. I want to have curves and such. Now this is, of course, only with the pen tool right now, so it's very easy to work with right now. We're only working with the pen tool and the width tool, so it's very, very, very easy to work with. We're not using any like shapes. We're not cutting any shapes out. We're just gonna give ourselves some. We're just gonna be critical thinkers really quickly, and we're just gonna see what we like best. And we're just going to say we want wide edges here. We want to have wide edges on the bottom, let's say. A little bit wider than that, right? Make it wide here as well. Since it's going to be more of a symmetrical logo, of course, right now, I'm just not going to really be worrying about both sides being completely even because I can just take one side and then pen tool it out, and we're just good to go. So let's say if I wanted to be skinny here, though. We want these to be, like, go in a little bit. So we're going to zoom in, and we're just saying we want this to go in. Maybe we want this to come out more. So I'm going to select it with the A selection tool, which is the direction selection tool right here. The quick shortcut for it is A. We'll click on it. We'll drag it over here. Let's say if you want something like that. Let's say if you want the body to like give it like a nice little curve to it. We can just take it, right? And then we can add any points with the width tool here. We'll just shape it just like so, like right there. We can shape it here as well. So you can see it's very, very easy to work with right now. It's nothing, I'm not doing anything crazy, I'm not doing anything hard. It's just very easy. So here, let's just say this is how we want stuff. I'm gonna move it up a little bit. This is how we want our logo to look like. With these very cool like little curves in the middle for the base to really show off that there's a V here. And these very cool little accent things like a very nice wide angle to coming down to a more of a narrow shaft, I guess you can say, to a very nice point. Boom, or whatever. I don't have the same thing on this side because I'm just going to take one side. This is a very symmetrical logo. I'm just going to take it and flip it. But, yeah, let's say if we have this and we really, really like this, what we can do is we can just, close this path, or, excuse me, lock this layer here, make a new layer, and we're going to turn off the stroke, actually, as well. We're going to take our pen tool, and we're going to start pen tooling what we have here. Now, overall, no matter what you do, your logo design can always be tweaked. I think logos can always be tweaked. There's always never going to be someone who's like, you're never going to please everyone with your logo design, whatever. But if you have, some kind of idea and you really just need help to fix it, this is a very freaking cool way. Or if you have any kind of little line shape that you did in your, your math class or whatever, I'm pretty freaking sure that this is a very odd way, but a very cool way as well, just to get something really unique, nice and different from any normal symbol or whatever, letter concept and such. So we'll just take that here, actually. I'll make it like that. There we go. All right, take it here as well, though. We'll do it right there. All right, cool. Now I know this is not gonna be straight, so here we go. I'm gonna have to make sure that gets straight in a second. Alright, cool. We're just going to unlock this layer, though, or view this layer. We're going to take our fill now, our fill pack, which is the one in the front, and we're going to make it a color. So we have this cool little half side of this right here, and this is just me. I'm still thinking. I'm still going with things right now. I'm going to actually cut this and make sure this is perfectly straight, so I'm going to be using the M marquee tool, or not the marquee tool, I'm thinking Photoshop. The rectangle tool, if I click and drag, I'm just going to make sure this is perfectly straight. So if I click on this little target circle, so I can actually select everything that's in here, the paths. If I press Shift M, which is the rectangle, or not, excuse me, the shape builder tool, I can press Alt on my keyboard, and I can delete anything that overlaps each other. So I can make sure that this is now perfectly straight. So that way, when I make a duplicate of this, when I hold Alt and Shift and make a duplicate of it, when I just move it, just like so, transform, reflect, press OK. I can make sure this perfectly angles on each other, and there we go. And then we have a very expressive V logo that we just started off with. I think it just looks something like this. Something like this is what it looked like before. And then we just gave it a little bit more character, which is using the simple width tool and then just overall just thought of how we want to kind of have this kind of logo here. Now, of course, you're going to have some kind of sketch to go with this, but we turned this and something like this. It's more like, you know, it's very recognizable as something different than, you know, your average, you know, I guess logo, your average V logo concept. I'm actually going to combine these two shapes together by holding shift click and clicking on both of them and making sure that my pathfinder is on right here. I'm going to click this, that way I can put this in all one shape. Anyway, I'm going to move this up just to give more character, I guess. Now, you can do anything. Like, there's literally, I can think of like 3 ways right now of different ways you can make logo designs. 3 ways that I know that I've done in the past, where I just took shapes, I took out other shapes. I did, you know, pen tooling only. I did, you know, pen tooling and shapes or whatever. But this is something I'm probably going to be doing, you know, a lot as well, which is just going to be using, like, different tools, like give myself some odd curves that I really wouldn't think of. But now that I have this, I have seen what I can do with this kind of like shape. When I go back to the sketchbook or whatever, I can think of things more, you know, unique like this. It's just opening up my mind to things differently. And of course, this is a very cool tool. I think it's a very cool method as well. Just overall, it's a pretty cool looking logo, to be honest, as well. So if I just, like, I don't know, give it some color really quickly. We'll use red and like a very vibrant red. Boom, look at that beautiful V concept, or W or M, whatever. I don't freaking know. It looks pretty cool though. But I'm just trying to give you guys some cool little, like, you know, just ideas. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Like, I just took like a nice little simple sketch that I just did on like my notebook. I took a picture of it, pretty much just used the pen tool to just like make sure I had a stroke to use, the shape builder tool, and I just figured out some really cool ways to get these really nice curves, and I really do like the way it came out. Look, it came out pretty well, you know, just for something very simple, very quick, and of course this is more of like a base concept kind of logo thing. You can go more into it if you can sketch what you have now here to more something like you would like as well, and then use maybe like my other tutorials to like see if you can, you know, take shapes and other shapes and, you know, cut those out of those. You know, whatever the method is, this is what I usually would do if I'm like really stuck on like trying to make something very unique. Then I would go something like this, and then I would start sketching, because now I have this thing in my mind where I would really like to see it look like this, you know, it meaning like this V that I drew, you know, here, look like something like this, and like the outcome. So, you know, it's a very cool looking way of doing something a little bit different. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Don't forget, guys, 200 likes on the video equals a secret down below. Don't forget to check out my selfie.com/SWHQ, of course, the pattern stock backing pack that I told you guys about before. You guys will watch the video on it, learn more about it. It's a very, very cool product. I promise you guys that much. And of course, go check out my website, swhq.com, just in case you want to, you know, like see some work of mine and such. I'm really updating. I'm really pushing updates and such, or not updates, but updating my portfolio and stuff. So I'm really pushing that. I really enjoy it, and I think it's pretty gosh darn cool. So thank you guys so much for watching. SWHQ out. Peace.